All right, Gemini, ask and you shall receive. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to make you guys weekly, but there's about I want to say four zodiac signs that I've been alternating weekly with, and you're one of them, but let's see if we can make you guys a weekly. Leave me your comments down below and see if this resonated, or if you enjoyed this, then I will know to keep you on the roster weekly. But there's like 6 that are weekly now. All right, what is the situation for my Geminis the 3rd week of September, right after the eclipse season? So this is like a week after. I suppose a week, maybe 5 days after. What's the situation for my Geminis, please? The extended reading for any of you guys that are interested, the link is down below. There is a new button there also called hype, and I keep on saying honk. It's hype. But honk or hype if you find this interesting. Now you have the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Knight of Swords in reverse as your situation 3rd week of September. Guys, somebody's rushing in and just bleh, diarrhea of the mouth. They're coming in and saying, you know what? As a matter of fact, it's not a well thought out response. It is something that is not even subtle. It's saying something without, realizing that there could be regret after the fact that you say it. Like, I want a divorce, or I want to break up, or I quit. I can't stand you anymore. I can't be your friend. It's one of those kind of energies, the Knight of Swords in reverse. Fast forward to the card at the bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups, feeling guilt, regret, and remorse. But it's okay because you still have 2 little cups back there, Gemini, that you can work with. And under that, wow, there's a few major arcanas. You have the Emperor and Justice, which is Aries and Libra energies back there. Dealing with some kind of authority figure, or your person seems like very authoritative. Now, let's see what's going on and what's coming in, because that's your situation. So either you're doing this or they're doing it. Cards are vice versa, because cards are energy. Cross watchers, remember that. This is a Gemini reading, but cards can be vice versa. Everyone operates from a positive or negative, regardless of sign. Now, with that said, what's coming in for my Geminis, please? Page of Pentacles. Ace of... Hold on a second. Oh, fine. Ace of Pentacles. I had a feeling that the cards were doing something weird over there, and I just had to make sure what wanted to come out. All right. Page of Pentacles, the Hangman in reverse, and the... What's going on with the air signs? I just did Aquarius. This is an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra card, and it's in reverse. This is 2 ways to be read, and I'll read it in a sec. And the Ace of Pentacles, which I like. Now, guys, for all intents and purposes, I was telling Aquarius that I'm not a sugarcoater, because for me, tarot is a tool that we use to manage ourselves, to understand what's coming, to understand why you're going through what you're going through. See, the Queen of Swords in reverse is because it's a bitch, or it's an asshole, or someone irrational, or someone illogical. That is the Queen of Swords in reverse, because they're an air sign. Not meaning that, this is all air signs, meaning that it's all here in the head, right? Because air signs are logical, they're rational, they're fair, they're balanced, they're honest. But when someone does something stupid to them, or some shitty shit has happened to them, they can flip like this. And everyone's capable of this. This isn't just an air sign thingy. This is just the energy that's encapsulating you. Now, it doesn't have to be that. It can be a breakup. So when I see a king or a queen in reverse, someone has broken up with you. Someone has rejected you. Someone has fired you. Someone has turned their back on you. That is also what a king and queen in reverse means. Now, let's put that aside, because this is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. On the upswing, you have an Ace of Pentacles. This is a brand new job. This is a brand new promotion. Mostly a brand new job. This is a solid new start to a new relationship. New is the key word. New, N-E-W. Pisces energy over here with the Hangman in reverse. Someone's trying to see something from a different perspective, trying to get themselves unstuck. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the novice card. It's learning. It's going back to school. It's starting a brand new job and being at the bottom of a totem pole because you're learning the SOP of the company. You're learning how to run shit. You're learning a new position. You're learning how to do some new feature. If that's in a relationship, something has stagnated. Something got boring. Something had reached its peak. You learned all you could learn in this scenario, and now you wanted a solid new beginning. All right? So you're trying to see something from a different perspective. Because it's possible that you either were rejected in another relationship or you're just kind of not looking at something clearly. All right? But for a lot of you, I do feel like you seem to be stuck. Or at least you think you're stuck. So for me, this is interesting when I see the Hangman in reverse and this at the bottom of the deck. So if some of you are in a marriage or a commitment, because I see Justice back here, and you're getting this new beginning, you feel like you can't make moves because you're stuck. You're not stuck. You can shimmy out of these like binds. And then you could take off the blindfold. And then you're going to see the swords are not even in front of you. It's like being in jail, but the door is open. You can walk right out. But you think you can't because there's guards, because you did something wrong, because of this, because you owe responsibility. Not necessarily. The friggin' door is open because, yeah, you got to make choices. They're hard. They're difficult ones. That's what they're saying you can do. Now, you might not be seeing that. That is why you are the Queen in reverse. You're not seeing it. You're trying to see it. You're trying to figure it out, though. Let's continue. What is it that Gemini doesn't see coming their way? So I don't really think you're the bitch or the asshole in this case. I just think that you're not seeing something clearly. Yeah. See, you're weighing your pros and cons. At least you're trying to. Take this job or that job. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I go with this person or that person? Should I get out of this commitment and go to that? You're weighing your pros and cons, all right? Because maybe you did do something in the past and you said, hey, you know what? I think no to you. I've given you as much energy as I possibly can. So no more. And then this person turns around and says, oh my God, Gemini, but wait, I like you, I want you, I need you, I miss you, whatever. Because you will feel vindicated, validated. All right? And when you do, you're going to be struggling to make a tough choice. But you're still trying to do it now, preemptively. I do like that you are going from this Queen of Swords to the Two of Pentacles. Because even though you're not rationalizing something, you are starting to be more grounded in the sense of you're trying to make yourself see something in a practical kind of way. That's it. That's the word I was trying to say. Practical. What is the advice here for Gemini, please? Advice for my Gemini, please. All right. It looks like you're freaking out over a boss, a parent, which is basically something that is paternal because the Emperor represents father, mentor, or if you're dealing with an Aries in a relationship. Okay? Stop stressing. Because I can see, Gemini, each sword is representing a problem for you. Your cortisol levels are going to go bonkers. You're going to have stomach and gut issues. You're going to have sleepless nights. You're going to put wrinkles on your face. Don't do this stuff. Do not. Okay? We'll clarify. And we'll see what's going on. But when we're in this state of affairs, sleepless nights, stress and anxiety, yes, it's easier said than done to turn around and tell somebody, don't do this. But really the reason we say don't do this is because you'll start to spiral. Okay? And when you spiral, it's like falling down a well. It's going to take you forever to claw up on out. Now, what is the outcome of the week, please? Yeah, you're in the land of twos. See, you are struggling to make a choice between a path forward. This person, that person, this job, that job. It's a two-way path. That's just no other way I can read it for you. Here's 1, 2, here's your outcome of the two. And look at the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Swords. Those of you who are new to my channel, I kind of deep dive a little bit into the cards because A, now you're learning tarot. B, it's helping you as a tool understand what you're processing and what you're thinking. And C, you could sit there and, maybe cut the time in half of like not keeping yourself stuck or trapped in this situation or in this land of twos. The 5 of Swords, if you look at this card clearly, you're having a fight with your 2 best friends. You know you're right. You know you're correct. Yay, you won the argument. You won the conversation, but at what expense? You lost the friends. You won the argument, but you lost the friends. Was it worth it to you? Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. But that's what the card is asking you to do. It's that type of a sacrifice. It's bittersweet. You'll walk away with something, but not all of it. And you'll walk away with the choice that you make. I'll give you a perfect example. I always use the burning house experience where your house is on fire, you run in, you grab the 2 most important things in your life so you can put those 2 things in your new house because that's it. This house is burning down. It's going. It's gone, right? So the other day I'm having an argument with my sister and my sister is sitting, well, you live with this person that screams and yells all day. Why don't you leave and go somewhere else? I'm like, because in my world of sacrifice, I choose to make that part of it. I choose to live here and be where I am because I live in a big house. I live in a nice town because my daughter goes here. My daughter has a nice lifestyle. Do I have to deal with somebody yelling a little bit? Sure. Okay. They have issues, but that's my choice. That's my 5 of Swords. That's my sacrifice. You, on the other hand, you're telling me every single day you're complaining about this person at your job who's such an asshole, who treats you like shit that you can't stand her. So quit your job. Well, no. I like my job. I just can't stand her. I'm like, well, that's your sacrifice. That's your 5 of Swords. That's my argument with my sister I'm talking about, not you. But that's the 5 of Swords. I try to clarify every card so you can understand clearly. Gemini, you are going to have to decide between 2 paths. You will have to sacrifice the one. You know this. And then once you do, because we just had the eclipse, you're going to move forward with a new life, but you are meant to. You are supposed to. The whole entire collective is supposed to shed and change this year. Old life going into a new life. And it's starting here. I can see with your Ace of Pentacles. All right, let's continue and start clarifying. And I like my 5 of Swords decision, to be honest with you, and I don't even look back. And I think that's how you're going to be too, Gemini. I really do. All right. What is the Knight of Swords in reverse? I do feel like this might have been you guys. I'll be honest with you, Gemini. Or maybe it is them. Who knows? But because I see this person in the upright position, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody's energy that is exactly like yours. But one is up and one is down. So I don't know if you said to this person, you know what, I want a divorce. Or you know what, I quit. Or you know what, go F yourself. That's what happened. Or they did this to you. But I don't think they did because they're in the upright position and you're in the reverse. Unless they did and they broke up with you. Now, this person or this situation is saying to you, you know what? I need to be honest with you. I need to put all my cards on the table here. And then after that, you start doing a little stalky doodle homework. Let me see what's going on here. This Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hangman in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Please clarify. Yeah, this thing, this new job, this new solid beginning, you're making a final judgment call. And it might not even be on the new job. You might be making a judgment call on the thing that you had in your recent past. But I'll be honest with you. This is learning something new for me. Okay? Because you have the Page of Pentacles over here and the Page of Pentacles here. You also have the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you, if you had lost your job, now you have a new one and you feel like financially secure again. You feel like you're coming in from out of the cold. Others of you, if this is a solid new start in relationship, you do feel like you're coming in from out of the cold, right? You will have an enlightenment period because you will be forced to think intuitively, which is not your normal state of affairs, because for you, everything is logical, rational, and in this case, enlightened to make a decision. Now, here, if I'm to be literal, you're not talking to this person anyway, okay? You guys are just not even discussing the issue. So you have to make a judgment call. And when you do, you come in from out of the cold. So you're starting to see something differently. I mean, you feel a little guilt and regret, but you also feel like you are leaving something toxic and going towards something you desire. You're still debating it, though. What is the Two of Pentacles, please, for Gemini? It's about marriage and commitment. This is what you're weighing your pros and cons on. Wow, someone's offering you... Someone could be offering you marriage and commitment and you're just like thinking about it. Others of you, if this is a job, this is just like, you know, something traditional. So it's like corporate, you know, shit like that. And I do see an earth sign at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. They don't have to be an earth sign. This is just somebody who has their shit together. Very earthy, very grounded, very focused. So when you get this, then you're like, wow, I have options. I have to decide which is right for me. And it has something to do with a commitment or something that's traditional. Like courtship and dating if it's a relationship thing, or a marriage and commitment. Others of you, to get out of one, to go into this new thing. You're not all the same. But that's the common thread. What is the Nine of Swords? Yeah, you're definitely stressing over. Some of you, it's definitely over a third party situation. You're debating between two people. All right. Others of you, you're stressing over collaborating here, maybe at work with a team. But those of you in relationship, it's about a third party, right? And it's saying just go slow, go steady, just go solid. And I think like as you're going slowly, your answer will prevail itself, right? Because you eventually will come to the conclusion that you do have to make that Five of Swords decision. The new thing, the old thing. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. 95% of you, it will be the new thing. Because that's what this year is about. Now, for some of you, it's to sediment into place the new person of this year. Others of you, it's to eclipse the old thing that you've had for years and go into the new thing. So it's really about the newish thing. What's the Two of Swords? You really just don't know what decision to make, but you're also not resisting it. So you're letting your heart space open up, which I love, because you're going from the Queen of Swords in reverse to the Queen of Water upright. You're going to have a passionate new beginning. I do see that there's unrequited love here with someone, but you do also have love for someone else. Like you're emotionally mature and available to have a situation here with someone, but you're torn. That's what's going on for you during this week. Let me see what's going on for love for those of you who are going to, delve into your extended and see what we're going to chat about in the love for Gemini, please. For those of you who don't know, we put tarot cards on this, what the oracle cards are really trying to say in your love life. And then we go into your person for Gemini, please. Oh, yeah. Interesting. It says love yourself first at the bottom of the deck. I only see that if you're in a relationship where you're not being treated right, or you're allowing yourself to be in a relationship that you're thinking more about them than you are of yourself. Now, the card that did come out, very soon. This card, very soon, means that I know you're on the fence about someone, but if you don't make a decision very soon, as the card says very soon, the universe is going to make it for you. They're going to take them away from you, or this person's going to walk away, right? So this is a very, you know, sensitive time for you. It's time sensitive. But we'll delve into this in the extended and see what's going on. Now, to make things a little funnier, we're just going to pull a card from Spiritual as Fuck. It's meant to be funny. Take it with a grain of salt for my Geminis. Anything else? Okay. All right. Let's see what fell out for you guys. All right. The very first card. You can't have a positive as fuck life with a negative as fuck mind. I will just say that. All right. If you find yourself with a head full of crap, go watch some videos of babies laughing and goats being excited or old people cursing. It's helpful to think of laughing as a mental pooper scooper. You got to get the turds out, so you have to leave room for, you know, a fresh and lovely thoughts. But let me see the other card that really fell out when I was shuffling. Loving is its own reward. And this is why you also got this right here. The very act of loving is the benefit of the risk. We all want to be loved back. We all want to be supported. But when you grow up, you see that it has nothing to do with how the person who receives your love reacts and all about you just being willing to open your heart in this dangerous world. Be a gangster and love the fuck out of someone today. Especially, expect nothing in return. Interesting. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Everyone else, I'll see you over at Extended.